Hello, we are ready for day 3 of our roller coaster project now. So we are going to finish this project out today. So that means we're going to do the back side of this worksheet and you're going to be analyzing things on your graph on your paper. You also could use Desmos to look at your graph since you have it saved on there. That's fine with me, whatever. So I'm just going to kind of talk you through these questions and give the hints that I would give you in class if you were stuck on something. So if you look at this and you're like, I don't need her hints, and you know what to do, you're good. But otherwise, I'm going to talk through things. So on number 5, it says, how many seconds does the roller coaster last? So we want to think about which axis is it that talks about seconds? Is that on your x-axis or is that on your y-axis? Like which one are we talking about here? And this is not a graph that goes on forever. You don't ride a roller coaster for the rest of your life. So I want to know when does it begin and end? How long is this ride? How long are we talking? That's number 5, I'm sorry. On number 6, it says, what is the roller coaster's starting height? So again, which axis are we looking at? We looking at the x-axis? We're looking at the y-axis. Which one has to do with the height? So, and I want to know its starting height. So when the roller coaster first starts out, that would be at time 0 because you haven't started moving yet. So if you go with time 0, think about which axis is about time. Tell me how high this roller coaster starts out. Then also in part 6, it says how many seconds does it take the roller coaster to reach maximum height? So from time 0, see how much time passes. So think about which axis time is on. Hint, hint. And see how much time passes before you get to that peak, the highest point. When are you like way up in the air on the roller coaster? How much time does it take for you to get there? On number 7, describe what the roller coaster is doing in the interval from 7 to 9, okay, when x is in between 7 and 9. So, like, is it going uphill? Is it going downhill? Is it going steady? Do you think it's going really fast uphill, really slow downhill? Like, that would maybe have to do with the steepness of what you're looking at. So, think about those things. And describe that. Number 8 says, use your knowledge of function notation and piecewise functions to determine the following. So f of 10, when you see f of 10 like that, what that means is the 10 is what's going to go in for your x value. So since we normally write f of x, and we're asking for f of 10, it means your x is 10. And we want to know what output that would be. So find 10 on your x-axis and then see how high the graph goes there. That would be the easiest way to do that, I would say. Now, here's where it really matters to me. I want to know, what does that mean? So at 10, what? What's the label on the 10? We talking 10, like, I don't know, chickens? Are we talking $10? It's not chickens and it's not dollars, okay? 10 what? What was that label on the x-axis? So at 10 something, then the roller coaster will be what? So tell me what happens at the 10 whatever mark. So there's your hint for that. So it has to do with the labels on the graph. I got to know what these numbers mean. Just having numbers doesn't tell me anything if I don't know what they mean. So that's kind of the crux of analytical algebra 2. So fine, you can tell me numbers. What do the numbers mean? So there's 8a. For 8b, you're going to find out the y value at an x value of 20. Explain what it means. And for C, it says, if 16 seconds have passed since the roller coaster started, what is the height of the roller coaster? So that's saying in words what I could say like this in symbols. Okay, if 16 seconds had passed, why do I know to put the 16 in for the x if it says 16 seconds? What does that have to do with the x? Hint, hint. So on C, you want to know what the height of the roller coaster is. How high does it go? at the 16-second mark. And then the bonus question, which I do want you to do, says, when does the roller coaster reach 100 feet above ground? So when would you be like, whoa, I'm 100 feet above the ground right now? You couldn't say that for very long, because I'm sure you'd be going back downhill again. But does that happen? When does it happen? So, okay, that is everything. So you submit this on Canvas, and make sure that you read the announcement about uploading things as a single file instead of having 3 separate files for this. So you can use either the Genius app, or there was another app that I put that I can't remember right now, or you can post the photos paste them into a single Word document and submit it that way, okay? But somehow I want them all 3 sides as one file instead of 3 separate files, okay? So, okay, well, I think that's everything. So remember that Jesus loves you, and so do I, so do your math.